Yes, people, hello and welcome back to TalkBall, home of real views and no clickbait. We're gonna do a roundup of some football news today for ya before we do the review of the match on the weekend against West Ham. And bro, the first news I just want to talk about is potential transfers, which at the moment is looking like Gabriel Jesus, bruv. You know what? I would be very happy with Gabriel. I would really be very happy with that guy. I mean, when I see what he's doing, when I see what Arteta's doing with Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah whenever he plays them, I see Gabriel as a guy that has been doing that for Manchester City ever since Pep came in. In fact, I think it was Pep that even bought him. But I see Gabriel as a player that's been linking up. He's been doing pressing, like that's what everyone in the Manchester City team does. He's been linking up. He's been setting up play. He's been what do you call it? Is it link up play? I mean, I just said that, but yeah, he's been doing link up play with the Manchester City players, and he is a strong player. He's a clever player. He understands when to go down, but he can also stay on his feet if he needs to. Technically on point. Nothing to say about him technically. Dribbling is banging. He can finish. He's got an eye for goal. He knows where to be for it. I've seen him pull out some mad finishes, like finishes that don't even make sense. I feel like he could be like, you lot remember Eduardo for us? I feel like he could be like an Eduardo for us, bruv. Like a guy that he just bangs the goal. He can just bang the goal, and he can do the other little parts of the game as well. I feel like he's got more of that in his game than Lacazette does, and I feel like I can't lie, man. I feel deep for Nketiah because I feel like Nketiah has never really had the real chance to show what he can do, like in a 10, 15, 20 run, 20 consecutive game run. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every striker needs that. Like even if you're not scoring, you just need to know that you're gonna play. You're gonna play. You need to know that. Like you just need to not be worried about, oh, if I don't score, I'm gonna come off. I'm not gonna play. Blah blah blah. You need that. You need that time to score goals. And he's even when he was at Leeds, he showed that he can score some goals when he's given that trust. So yeah, I do feel bad for Nketiah, but you know these kind of things happen in football a lot. Like even when you maybe even deserve to play some more or deserve to have gotten more out of what you've done, it just doesn't happen, bruv. And you just need to find somewhere else to go and be able to play your football. And to be honest, I would love it if Nketiah would turn into our main striker. That'd be sick, bruv. I'm all for academy players becoming starters and important players in the team. But, you know, if it's just not working, then it's just not working. I saw Arteta after Nketiah, after the two games against, I think it was it just after the Chelsea game? I'm not quite sure. But definitely after the Chelsea and United game, Arteta was saying that that was his biggest regret. If he has any regret, is not giving Nketiah more chances and Nketiah is starting again. But you know, Arteta just says whatever he needs to say in it. Like you can tell, he just says whatever he needs to be said for guys to leave him alone. He did seem a bit like he meant it though. He did kind of seem like he meant it, but you know, it doesn't guarantee anything. And I still think we're gonna go out and sign a top class striker. I guess who knows? Imagine if Nketiah bangs a goal every game from now till the end of the season. He might look at it a bit differently, but I think that we're definitely gonna buy a striker regardless. And I think that Gabriel Jesus is gonna be that guy. It looks like it's happening. You know, when Ornstein talks about it, it's kinda solidified. All we need now is the here we go from Fabrizio, and then we'll know it's happening. But yeah, man, I would be happy with that. Another guy that I heard, you know, these are just rumors, but another guy that you heard is, well, not the Gabriel one. The Gabriel's more than a rumor, but this one is a bit of a rumor. It's Victor Osimehn from Napoli. He's a decent player. He's a decent striker. He's like a tall target man type of striker. He's good. He's very good technically though. Like he's got banging feet. He's good in the air as well. He can score some goals. I think he's got about I think 12 goals in 24 games with 5 assists. That's not bad. Like 1 and 2 is good. Is definitely good. And he's like a handful for strikers. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we went out and got 2 strikers, to be honest, because, like, as I said, unless Nketiah puts in crazy performances from now till the end of the season, I can't see him staying at the club, and Lacazette's definitely leaving, so we can't just have no strikers, bro. And this guy doesn't play Martinelli as a striker, innit? So I don't think we can count on Martinelli as a striker. So I think we're definitely going to have to get 2 strikers, and I think Gabriel's definitely going to be one of them. And this Osimehn guy could be another option, but he's going to cost peas, and Napoli don't let guys go off for free. I think they signed him for like 40 million or something. So they're not going to let him go for any less than that, especially because he's doing so well for them. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? I would prefer Jesus. I mean, I don't really want Osimehn. I can't lie. I don't see much of him. I've seen, it's weird because I've seen like 2 or 3 Napoli games this season, and he's looked a problem, but he does look like a problem. But he also is a young player, so like we need guys that are certified, that we know bang goals. You know what I mean? Like, not someone that's just having a good season now. Like, I'm not saying that that's the case with him. Maybe he's done well throughout his career and it's earned him that move to Napoli, but. Like, I can't lie, bro. I want a name. Like, I want someone that I know is going to do the job. I don't want someone that it's like, oh, he's starting out and he's going to get there. I don't want that. I want someone that has been doing their job. And Jesus has definitely been doing his job. Like, without a doubt, I think that guy has been putting in mad work. I think I've said before, I think I even said it on my last video that it's difficult for a striker in that Pep City team. Like, even Aguero would get dropped sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't even play Aguero sometimes. And Aguero is like one of the best goal scorers in Prem history, probably in world history. So it's difficult for a striker. So for Gabriel Jesus, I feel like every time he plays, he bags a goal. That's how it kind of seems like to me. Every time he plays, he's involved in getting a goal. And that's what you want from a striker. Apart from the general gameplay, which is very good from him as well. He's very good on the ball. He's good off the ball. Very intelligent player. When it comes to the actual goals and the numbers, bro, he does well, bro. He fully does well. So yeah, man. I think Gabriel Jesus would be a banging signing for us, really and truly. I've always rated him, so... And he's worked with Arteta. I saw a guy say that. I thought, yeah, that is a good point. He has worked with Arteta, so Arteta knows him. He knows what he can and can't do. It's not going to be like a new player that he has to evaluate. So I think Gabriel could be the answer, bruv. Ooh, could be the answer. That sounds crazy when I say it. Not the answer, but he could definitely be part of the answer. He could definitely be part of the answer. We still need to get another centre midfielder to replace Xhaka. I feel like we need to get another left back, and Saliba's coming back, and I think we need another winger. But apart from that, Gabriel Jesus would do a lot for us. He would do a lot, because the other guys that I mentioned wouldn't even come in as starters apart from the centre mid. So I think Jesus would like be a banging immediate solution to our problems, and even long term. I can see that guy playing for us for a minute. He's a good player, bruv. He's a very good player. But yeah, man, let's see how it goes in the transfer window for another centre mid, bro. I can't lie, it's hard thinking of one, but there's 3 that I would be super happy with. 2 of them play in the Premier, 1 play in the Portuguese. One of them is Mateus Nunes. I think that's his name, bro. Let me confirm that. I'm pretty sure it's Mateus Nunes, bro. Like, how do I not know this guy's name? Yeah, bro. Mateus Nunes, bro. The Portuguese centre mid. Baller. Like, proper baller. Like, what would I say he's like? I'd say... Bro, he's there. Do you know what? He's like, how do I say? All right, I can't say what he's like. I can say what he does. He gets that ball, he gets it moving. He can carry the ball. He's quite strong physically. And he's like those kinds of players, bro. Who can I say this guy is like, bruv? I don't want to say that he's like I don't want to like. He's bro. Joe is because I know if you when you say that when you compare him to like great players, people are like oh. So I'm gonna say, do you know the Shaka that we've seen in the last 2 games, and even the Shaka that we've seen this year? Actually, this year I'll give Shaka that. The Shaka that we've seen this year, imagine him being more mobile, having a better passing range, and being better on the ball, like dribbling, ball control, and things like that. That's what you're looking at with Matheus Nunes. And he would be a banging option for us. He'd be a superb option for us, and he wouldn't be that expensive. And also, he's not Portuguese, he's actually Brazilian. So, unless he declared for Portugal, but I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't think he declared for Portugal. I think he declared for Brazil. But, in fact, let me confirm that. Bro, he's Portuguese, bro. He was just born in Brazil, bro. He was just born there. You get me? Man plays for the seleção, bro. So yeah, bro, Portuguese midfielder. He would be a banging option and would not be that expensive, like relatively. You know what I'm saying? Compared to other options that we could get. Another guy, bro. There's actually 4 guys I like, and 3 of them are Portuguese. And the other guy that I just remember now is Renato Sanchez. Everybody knows about him. I think he would be a sick player for us. He would be quality for us. He's a banging recycler of the ball. He can definitely carry that ball forward. He gets involved in the defensive side of the game, so Partey wouldn't have to do that on his own. And yeah, when I think about it like that, though, I don't want to see Partey relegated to defensive midfield, even though he's so good at it. I don't want to see him only doing that. And I maybe would like us to get a defensive midfielder into the team. Because if it was a defensive midfielder with Partey and then another centre mid, but then again, where'd you put Odegaard in it? And Odegaard's been good, man. I can't even deny that anymore. At the start, I was a bit like, but you know, the more you see him, especially in important games, he kind of turns up, bro. He kind of turns up, bro. I can't lie to him, and I feel like he's kind of accepted his role and his tasks more than he did at the beginning. But I feel like he was doing way too much at the beginning, and I didn't like it. But now it's like he knows what he should be doing and what he needs to be doing, and he's doing that, and I'm happy about it. Before he was like all over the place, it kind of seemed like, what are you really doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you really bring to this team apart from just running around and screaming? Sometimes he would play some good passes, but then he would just be like, I don't know. I feel like it's changed now. His tasks are way more focused on certain things, and he's doing those things very, very well. So I'm very happy with him actually over this, especially in the last 2 games. In the 3 games that we got smacked up, he disappeared, but everybody was dead in those games. So yeah, I'll keep Odegaard in there with Partey, and Partey can be the defensive midfielder. And yeah, so it could be Matheus Nunes, it could be Renato Sanchez. In my opinion, I would be happy with either one of those guys. Sanchez will probably demand more P's though. You know, them French teams, they don't fuck around when it comes to that stuff. I think he's at Lille right now, or Nice, but I think it's Lille actually. And the other 2 are Premier League players. One is Tielemans. I would love Tielemans. You know what I'm saying? Wavy player. Sick midfielder to have there next to Partey. And the other guy that I think would probably be even cheaper than Tielemans is Ruben Neves, bruv. Like, banging player. Listen. He does exactly what Xhaka does, but to a much higher level. And he brings way more goal threat. And I would love Ruben Neves, bro. Bro, he's a baller. He's a proper baller. Like, for real. I would love Ruben Neves. I don't know how easily Wolves would let go of him. He'd probably be cheaper than Tielemans. Maybe cheaper than Sanchez. But, you know, Wolves are on a selling type of vibe. They know what they're doing. They're getting ballers and they're selling for more. I don't know how much they bought him for, though. I think it wasn't that much. But he would cost P's. I think he would cost at least 45, 50 to get off Wolves. I think Tielemans will cost at least 60 to get off Wolves. But wait, you know he's got a 1-year contract. He's got 1 year left on his contract, bro. And so does Gabriel, actually. So we could maybe even get those guys for nice little P's. But, you know, there's not been no talk about Tielemans, so I doubt we'll get Tielemans. But Ruben Neves, 100%. Sanchez, 100%. And Matheus Nunes, 100%. I would definitely get those guys, bro, 100%. To play that role, to play the Xhaka role. I wouldn't even sell Xhaka. If he can continue playing like that, bro, I would keep him in the team, 100%. I used to say kick that guy out, ship that guy out of here, bro. Send that guy to a volcano. That's what I used to say, bro. But now, you can stay, bro. If you keep playing like that, with that sort of mentality, with that sort of, like, discipline, because you've been very disciplined recently, 100%, bro, you can stay in the team. And yeah, bro, I think like getting one of those three midfielders, forget Tielemans, I don't think that would happen. But getting one of those three midfielders and Gabriel, bro, that would do wonders for our team. And we could get another little left back in. I think my cousin told me about one guy called Norton, Taylor Norton. I think that he's on loan. And Arteta has spoken about him. Or is he a right back? I'm not sure now. I think he's a right back, actually. I think he's a right back because I wouldn't want him. Like, Tierney's the guy for left back and we don't need nobody else. So, I think this Taylor Norton guy. But then again, we got Tommy. You get me? But Tommy is them guys. He can play anywhere. I can even see Tommy playing midfield. Anywhere in midfield, and I think he'd play sick. So, Tommy can just stay there. You get me? He can just stay there for now. Wherever we need him to play, he'll play. The other day, he was like, I never thought I would be a player at Arsenal Football Club. So, you know what I'm saying? You need to keep those guys, bruv. You can just do whatever you want with them guys, bruv. So, let's keep that guy, bruv. Tommy can play right back for now. If that Norton guy is actually a baller, then Norton can slide in at right back. And maybe Tomiyasu can sometimes take over in centre mid for whoever it is that needs to be playing. He could even play on the wing, I think. He'd be good on the wing as well. He'd probably even be a decent defensive midfielder, bruv. He'd probably even be a decent defensive midfielder, you know what I'm saying? Going by the science of right backs being good defensive midfielders, Tomiyasu could probably be a good defensive midfielder, but and he's played the centre back for a lot of his career, so you know what I'm saying? But I think he could definitely do a defensive midfield job, without a doubt. But yeah, man, I'll be happy if we could bring Taylor Norton back, get another left back in. Kolasinac is still on loan, isn't he? I think. I don't even know. Kolasinac, I don't know why we couldn't just keep him. But, you know, I'd rather bring in a guy from the academy and put him on the left back and just have him there watching Tierney and playing under Tierney. That's probably the best thing that we could do anyway, bruv. So, yeah, bring in a guy from the academy. Why not, bruv? Go on, slap him in left back. Learning from Tierney. Get Norton in, who's also from the academy. Get him in there underneath Tomiyasu, playing him if he eventually deserves to play that role. And having Tomiyasu there as utility player, excellent. Get in Neves, Sanchez, or Matheus Nunes, excellent in midfield with Partey and Odegaard, and get Gabriel Jesus, and that would be banging. And then if we can wild card, get a banging winger out of nowhere. I wouldn't even care who it is. Just get a winger that can dribble and move guys up, brother. A winger that can cross wavy, preferably a left winger. A left-footed guy that would play on that left and just you know what I'm saying, get that ball in there with dirty crosses, 100%. I'll be very happy with that. Oh my God, I forget about Nuno Tavares. Nah, I don't even know, bro. Keep that guy away, bro. Bro, let him hibernate. That guy needs to hibernate, bro. He needs to think. He just needs to hibernate, sleep, and think, bro. That's all he needs to do for now, bro. Real stuff. Because, bro, he does not have the rationale to kick ball at this level, bro. He just does not have that right now. I don't even think he's got the physique for it, bro. He's not really that fast. And I see him getting bodied on the pitch, bro. I see that guy getting bodied way too often on the pitch. The thing about him is that he's just reckless, bro. He's just like, bro. He's like Momo Sissoko, but not strong. And not as fast. That's literally what he's like, bro. So, yeah, man. Bro, keep that guy. I don't know what we could do with that guy, bro. Do you know what that guy would be good for? When we are, like, maybe trying to hold on to a result and we kind of, like, retreating and trying to hold the shape and that. Bro, slap him up front, bro. Put that guy up front and just tell him to run after everybody, bro. Just tell him to run after everybody. I'm telling you. He would, bro. That's when that guy would do something. How Mourinho used to use Fellaini. That's how we should use Nuno Tavares, bruv. 100%, bruv. But Fellaini was way more intelligent than this guy. But if we just have him like a dog running around after defenders and that when they're trying to, you know what I'm saying, pile the pressure on, he could do something then. 100%. I could see Tavares being useful then, man. So, yeah, bruv. 100%. Getting them players there. Bloody... one of the three Portuguese dons and Gabriel Jesus and maybe another striker, whoever, I don't care. Maybe a tall one, tall and fast and strong, big powerful striker, 100%. And our team will be banging next season, bro. Our team will be banging next season. I think we'll do a lot more than we've done this season. If that happens, for sure, bro, for sure. Not saying that we'll be on Liverpool and City's level, of course not. But I think we'll definitely be much better than anybody else in the league. Obviously, Chelsea's always there, but you don't really know what's happening with Chelsea at the moment. But apart from Chelsea, we'd be much better than a lot of these guys. Obviously, we don't know what Ten Hag's going to do with United, but we can only talk about ourselves. And I think that if we had those players in our team right now, we'd be much better than everybody else, bruv. But yeah, I'll keep it short, you know, nice little 20-minute video about our transfers. I'll just do another one about the other ones that I wanted to do. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Give me your thoughts on who you think would be a better striking option, a better centre mid option, or a better option for any of the positions that I spoke about, winger, left back, and right back. But yeah, and also tell me what you guys think about a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Is Ramsdale really the guy? Who knows? We'll see. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, you lot, lots of love. Thank you very much for watching the video. Whoever watches it, I appreciate it. I like doing this stuff, man. It's nice, brother. How do you call it? It gives me peace of mind, innit? It gives me peace of mind. I like it. I like talking about football and about Arsenal. So I appreciate everybody that watches these videos. Even if it is only 20, 30 guys. I think yesterday I only got 7 views, but you know, that will still come though. I only dropped that video yesterday, so we might hit the 15 view mark on that vid, bruv. You get me? And if we do, thank you very much to everybody that watched it. And even the 7 guys that have watched it so far, thank you very much. And everybody that's going to watch this one, thank you very much. Lots of love, my guys. Have a lovely day.